This movie is too hilariously bad to not review this movie tonight. So I just watched Dragon Ball Evolution for the first time since 2011 when I first saw the movie. After being out, it came out in 2009. And I waited. I haven't had a chance to see it. My friend Tyreek, who he's on the last, he's been on a few episodes. He invited me over to his house to watch a bad movie night, which consists of Dragon Ball Evolution and The Last Airbender. And I remember this movie being bad, Dragon Ball Evolution, but I didn't realize how bad it really was. and I tried to watch this movie. It's got a let's get into the review. What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of Movie Breakdowns. I'm your host, Ali Zakka. What is Movie Breakdowns? It's a movie review series. We look at new and old movies. Give them a grade A through F, plus and minuses does count. If there's a movie you want me to review, let me know. Please put in the comment section. I'll try to get to as best I can. And thank you guys so much for watching this series. I love each and every one of you guys, even the guys who give me bad comments, even the guys who just run on me in certain reviews. I appreciate you all. Love you guys, because without you guys, there is no content. There's none of this. So thank you guys. Good, bad, or in between. I appreciate y'all. And also have a Patreon. And on my Patreon, you can jump in line for everybody for reviews. The movie you want me to review, put in the Patreon. I get to it as quickly as possible because you pay for it, and I do it. Also, you get trailer reactions, trailer reviews, first thoughts on movies. So let's get into today's review of Dragon Ball Evolution from the year 2009. Now, there's two ways you can do this review. You can do it as a Dragon Ball Z fan or a Dragon Ball fan, or you can do it as just a movie critic. Now, you know me, if you see my stuff, you've seen some of the clips, also I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan. I love Dragon Ball Z. It's one of my favorite animes of all times. And I love everything about the show. But also, me, after watching Iron Man 3, my ideal of movies have changed. I can look at a movie just as a movie in of itself and as a movie for the fandom. This review is not going to be for the fandom. I can jump into how the series or how this movie didn't reflect the series in certain ways, stuff like that, which is really easy to do that. And if I did that from the jump, my ideal of this movie would be completely horrible. Like, it will be just pure, total trash. Like, if I can review this as a fan. Like, you can review Avatar The Last Airbender or The Last Airbender as a fan of Avatar, and you can give it the same thing. And if I'm going to talk about this movie as a fan, they didn't do anything right. The only thing they got right was some of the names, the Dragon Balls, and that's about it. And I guess you take from Dragon Ball and how Piccolo was a bad guy, King Piccolo was a bad guy. You can do that talk. But as far as the characters in themselves, they're looking like the characters in the series. That's if you want to review it as a fan. But review this movie as a critic, oh my God. There's so much wrong with this movie. So much wrong. The acting of the actors and actresses is so bad. The line delivery, the directing. And unfortunately, I have not seen any of these actors besides Yo Fat Chow, which I thought it was Chow Yo Fat, but Yo Fat Chow, I'm pretty sure his name is backwards on here. I'm looking at his name on IMDb right now, and I feel like they just shorted his man's name. I thought it was Chow Yo Fat. But maybe, Let me look at the post of Cartoon Tiger Hidden Dragon. Yeah, it's Chow Yun Fat. I'm not sure why they put it backwards, but Chow Yun Fat here, he sadly got brought into this movie. Poor Chow Yun Fat. Poor Chow Yun Fat. Dude got brought into this movie, and God dang it, why? He's such a great actor. Why did he take this job? He must have took it because he loved Dragon Ball, and maybe his family loved Dragon Ball, and he didn't realize until he got into it that how bad this movie really was. Like, his line delivery was also over top and acting.
Believe it, punk. You are getting your clock cleaned. I am Rosen, the Invincible.
I would have asked the director, who was James Wong, or James Wang. Is it Wang or Wong? Let me check this out too, guys, because this is. I gotta look at this. Hold on. Who's the director? James Wong. I looked at James Wong like, yo, bro, are we doing this right now? Hold on. Hey, look at me. Are we doing this right now? This can't be the script. Is this the script? Is this a joke? Because this movie is horrible. Goku talking about, like, I just beat them or something like that. I don't know. Oh, or they got or nothing. That was nothing.
Nothing.
Like it was bad, man. And then the scenes in this movie also don't make sense. Goku has a daydreaming scene about Chi-Chi, and he's off looking at her and with this most weirdest face, and like. I can't see I can do it right, because he was like. I'm like, well, dude, why are you staring so hard at her? Like, nobody in the class see this? Like, this is kind of awkward, kind of weird here, kind of weird. Why are you staring her down like a piece of meat? The directing of the actors and actresses is bad. And because I haven't seen them besides Chow Yun-Fat in other movies, everybody else, unfortunately, gets a bad rep in this movie. Like, it does not do them justice at all. At all. But yeah, it's like everything about this movie is bad. So the dialogue on top of that, there's a scene. I have my laptop up because there's stuff in here that I have to point out. So Master Roshi, for example, tells Goku when they're fighting, he goes, "Leave it, punk. You're getting your clock cleaned."
Believe it, punk. You are getting your clock cleaned.
But yeah, the dialogue in this movie is so bad. Like, it is horrible. Like, the pacing and how they're talking. So Goku starts off in this movie as like training, and the movie opens up with this whole the exposition background, and I'm pretty sure they said a couple hundred years ago or 1,000 years ago Piccolo was trying to roam the earth and he got captured with Ozaru and got put into this thing called a Makuba, which I was like, Makuba, okay, or Maruba, whatever it was. I was like, okay, so this is some random thing that they trapped Piccolo in, but somehow he got out. We don't know. He just escaped. And now he's going to attack the world on the day of the eclipse. Why? I don't know. What happens on the eclipse besides Piccolo attacking? Who knows? Why does it change anything from any other time? If Piccolo needs the Dragon Balls to destroy the world, which the Dragon Balls in this movie says grant you a wish, one wish. So why did he need the eclipse to happen for him to attack the world? And the eclipse is on... No, it was Goku's birthday before the eclipse. So Goku's birthday happened and then the eclipse. And then Piccolo and Ozaru conquered the world. But the heroes put Piccolo in the Makuba. And now Piccolo escaped somehow. Okay, and now he has this random lady as his disciple who shows up and attacks the good guys a lot in this movie. Because she's tracking the Dragon Balls for some reason, but we don't know why. The villains in this movie is not really thoroughly out. Like, that's another thing. The writing for this movie is god-awful. The villains are not flushed out enough for you to even care about them and like why they're doing certain things. What is the purpose? Why does this lady teams up with Piccolo? Who is this lady? We have a character in this movie who doesn't get named at all. At all. Oh. Okay. So I brought my laptop up here because there's things I want to talk about too. Goku is a high school student. Fine. Let's go with this. In the beginning of the movie, he's training with his grandfather, Gohan. Okay? We can go with this. Oh, sorry, Gohan, because that's what the movie calls him. Gohan. Gohan's a TV show. Gohan's the father of the movie. Okay, we're rolling with it. All right, rolling with it. We're sticking with me here. We're here the same. Okay. So, Goku is trying to learn. He's training with his grandpa. His grandpa beats him again. The facial expression in this movie is god awful. Like, Justin Chatwin? Is it Chatwin or Chatwig? Let me get this dude's name right. Chatwin. Justin Chatwin's facial expression in this movie. Unlike Ron Weasley, who has really great facial expressions in Harry Potter series, Justin has really bad facial expressions in this movie. And I can't never know, is he frustrated? Why is he making these faces? Like, I don't understand. And he has no, like, his character has no emotions behind him. He talks the same way throughout the whole movie, kind of monotone, doesn't really get super excited. When he tries to get super excited, he still sounds monotone. His delivery of Goku is horrible. So I'm like, okay, so Goku's an awkward teenager. I'm rolling with it because his grandpa never put him around people, I guess. But he went through public school his whole life, and he keeps getting bullied by like a gang of students. And Goku, for some reason, who's an excellent martial artist, had never decided to use, you know, self-defense to fight these guys. And his grandpa was like, don't fight them. So he's like, okay, I'm not gonna use fights, so I'm not gonna fight you guys. Goku, you can fight them while using your fists. And he does it in the movie. He does it in the movie. Like, and these guys got nothing. And there's a scene where the dude, the bad guy, one of the bullies walk up to Goku and goes, I think I hit the line here because I can't read it like he read it. Hold on. Let me get it. And I started dying laughing at this. Oh. Goku's like, I'm not gonna fight you guys. And the dude walks up to Goku with his cup of water in his hand, talking about, it's not gonna be a fight. Where's the water out? It's gonna be a massacre. And he throws the cup. And I was like, what?
Don't worry, it won't be a fight. It'll be a massacre.
What an answer!
I mean, Goku, he just cleans it. Like, he does the Jackie Chan move, the Karate Kid, where he like avoids them and has them fight each other pretty much, but the movie slows it down in certain scenes. This high schooler does a flying jump kick at Goku. Goku ducks it, another kid's running and it's showing slow motion. Goku ducks and they collide with each other. The kid falls back into the water and the water slow motions. Why does the water slow motion? Why does this movie do this? I don't understand. And then the cuts is so quick in certain scenes, like just cut, camera angle, cut, switch the camera angle. Like, what is going on? Why did you direct this movie like this, James Wong? Oh my God, or James Wang. Well, it's Wong. James Wong. Why did you do it? Why did you do it? Why did you do this movie?
Why?
So anyway, Goku goes to this party, and when he's at this party, he tries to talk to Chi-Chi, which the second time he tries to talk to her, and he's awkward as all get out. He doesn't know how to talk to Chi-Chi. He called her name bad, like a horrible name, and she calls her name horrible too, which she's like besides my name, she's like, I'm not dumb as my name sounds. And I'm like, okay, sure. And Goku used Chi to open up her locker, or Kai, sorry. He used Kai to open up her locker, or Ki, it's Ki, not Kai, but Ki to open up her locker, then walks off. She sees this, chase him down, which makes sense. And this is the one moment I actually like Goku being awkward like this, talking to Chi-Chi. I can see that as a student in America. I don't know where they're at. I'm gonna say America? It doesn't say where they're at. But anyway, I can get this. I can get behind this. Besides him looking at like Chi-Chi eating a strawberry was kind of awkward. All get out. Like, okay, cool. So Goku is at this party with Chi-Chi. While he's at the party, he can sense his grandpa's in danger. And this is where the cutscenes happen. Grandpa is fighting the strange lady, whose name doesn't get revealed in this movie, and Piccolo shows up out of nowhere. He just walks in, just cruises into the scene. I just died laughing there. And then he crushes the house on Grandpa. Grandpa's like, oh no, oh, and they show these cuts. And then Goku runs in, saves his grandpa. Grandpa dies and tells him the prophecy, go find Roshi. Alright, 20 minutes into the movie, we finally got where our plot is supposed to be. You know, get all 7 Dragon Balls before Piccolo can and save the world, defeat Piccolo. Before the eclipse. Why the eclipse? I don't know. It's a thing. The movie talked about at the beginning of the movie. Goku said last time eclipse happened, Piccolo, the Mechans attacked the world. Okay, rolling with it. The eclipse is back. Roll with it. Anyway, Bulma then shows up the next day and pretty much targets Goku with a gun. Says Goku stole her Dragon Ball, and then they're on the ground somehow because they slid on the ground. Bulma has a gun to Goku's neck, and Goku's like, it's not your Dragon Ball, it's mine. See, it's 4-star, not 5. And she goes, what? There's other Dragon Balls out there? 5 stars? I knew it, and I'm gonna become famous. What? Why famous? How? Why is that? Why do you think the Dragon Balls make you famous? If there's more out there, you're gonna harness their energy to do what with them? Make an energy source? But you already had one Dragon Ball. I didn't harness that Dragon Ball's energy? I don't understand. She said the Dragon Ball was captured by some random person who she saw, by the way. And then she figured it was Goku. You know, the person she saw was a woman. Figured it was a Goku and didn't kill him because she wasn't sure. So Goku teams up with Bulma because they need to work together to one, find Roshi and then get the rest of the Dragon Balls. Okay, that makes sense. Goku then fight Roshi when they get to Roshi's place. Who, by the way, they're looking at the directory. Couldn't find him. Goku sends him. Why was it at the directory? Who wrote this movie? Like, the writing of this movie and the storyline and dialogue. Anyway, so they go fight Roshi because they walk into the place. He wakes up, fight Goku, realize that Goku used a technique that his grandpa used. Realize that, oh, you're what's his name, son or student, whatever the case may be. I decided to work with you because Gohan's now dead. Gohan, because the movie called him Gohan. It's Gohan. Gohan's now dead. Alright, so they go try and find another Dragon Ball. Yamcha traps them in a hole. I literally cannot make this stuff up. This movie is happening this way. And Yamcha, this character, this guy, oh my gosh, his line delivery is horrible. Everything about this dude is so over the top and cheesy. I cannot deal with this movie. It is so bad. You better hurry up, because when the sun comes up, it's gonna get hot, hot, hot. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hold on, what else? I'm looking at my notes here because there gotta be other stuff I have. The dialogue already told how bad it is. Cutscenes. Oh man. I just can't do it. I can't take this movie seriously. Also, we get a cutscene with Piccolo and what he's doing because for some reason they're traveling another Dragon Ball. And Piccolo decided to put blood in his system or something like that. I don't know what's going on. And they show Piccolo yelling and they cut on his face like 3 different times. And then he gets up like all big and buff that he already was. And it's like, cool, he has a power boost. Whatever. They cut back to Yamcha and the gang. The gang, Master Roshi jumps up and pretty much convinces Yamcha to join them. Yamcha joins them. They find the next Dragon Ball. I don't even know what star it was. It was quickly passable in the movie. And these random monsters appear. And the gang fights these monsters that we don't know who they are, what these monsters do, how there's monsters out of nowhere. Was it protecting Dragon Ball? I don't know. Whatever the case may be, Goku cuts up them and then decided to use them as a bridge to get the last Dragon Ball. And while he's doing that, the strange lady appears and attacks Goku. Not one of the team, not Master Roshi, Bulma, or Yamcha, warned Goku. So another fight scene happens, she escapes. The gang goes off and they're like, we gotta go to a temple. Sure. And then the strange lady shows up fighting Chi-Chi in a tournament to get her blood for no reason. Chi-Chi has nothing to do with this story, but yet she's in here. Why? Why is Chi-Chi here? Why is the lady targeting Chi-Chi? She did follow Goku at the... Oh. It's okay. It's okay. The storyline is horrible. We get it. It's bad storyline. Bad camera angles. Bad dialogue. Everything about this movie is horrible. But, alright, sure, whatever. So Chi-Chi helps Goku train with the power of boners because that's how only Goku can do it in front of Chi-Chi. He's like, oh man, I really dig her because I can't figure out how to do the Kamehameha and use my ki now. Oh, Chi-Chi's here. And the only way I can get to her, I gotta use my ki to get to her. Which I do like that. I do like how Goku and Chi-Chi interact with the whole, like, if you can turn on these candles, that's the only way you can get to take a step towards me. That was pretty clever. I like that. I like that. That was pretty cheeky. I'm down with that. I like that. But the rest of the stuff is horrible. So anyway, the lady pretends to be Chi-Chi because she knows that Chi-Chi's close with Goku, which she's never seen Chi-Chi and Goku together. You know, they had a few scenes before about this movie together. She's never been around Goku, nor was she tracking Goku at the time that he met Chi-Chi. On top of that, how they know Chi-Chi was in the city of the temple. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. So Chi-Chi goes in and fights herself. Goku jumps in, attacks Chi-Chi, and then the clone or the doppelganger gets away, which turned out to be the strange lady that we don't know her name. The lady with no name. She escapes. And then they're like, well, we gotta go track down Piccolo. He has all 7 Dragon Balls. She took the Dragon Balls while she was as Chi-Chi. So she stole the Dragon Balls. And they go and chase them down. Piccolo about to summon the dragon. Goku and them intervene. Master Roshi shoots a wave at Piccolo. Piccolo shoots the wave back. Hilarious stuff. And then Piccolo reveals to Goku that you are the Ozaru. So Goku starts changing into the Ozaru at the moment of the eclipse. And the most horrible CGI. This movie has Fantastic Four CGI. Fantastic Four, 2004, Jessica Alba's version. Which you know I enjoy that movie. But that CGI in this movie is just as bad. This movie came out in 2009. It should not be this bad. God dang it. Damn! Anyway. It's just a horrible movie. Goku transforms into the Ozaru because reasons. And the Ozaru's been around for 100 years, but all of a sudden he's alive in Goku?
What?
Sure. How? Goku's 18. The Ozaru been around for hundreds of years. How is that? You know what? I'm gonna watch this scene because I feel like I messed up somewhere. So, I couldn't find it on my phone. I couldn't find it on YouTube. I had to go watch the movie again. Just to remember how many years it was. It was 1,000 years. So you're telling me over 1,000 years ago, Piccolo in the Ozaru was defeated by the Mafuba, which I swear I thought it was Makuba, but it's the Mafuba. Just remember that name. But they do try to put on Piccolo. It doesn't work in this movie. So Goku turns into the Ozaru after 1,000 years. What was the Ozaru? But it just disappeared 1,000 years ago, and all of a sudden Goku's the Ozaru? Did this movie just forget they said 1,000 years ago? God freaking dang it. This writing's so bad. So bad. I just don't understand. Like, it's bad. Anyway, the last fight scene, so Goku turns to Ozaru, and then he's able to turn back because as he's strangling Master Roshi to death, like legit, like choking him out, he turns back into himself. Master Roshi's like, don't forget who you are. And Goku has this transformation back to himself, like, oh. And by the way, the CGI for Ozaru was god awful. It was horrible. Then Goku's like, well, I am me. I'm gonna fight you, Piccolo. So Goku and Piccolo fight. It's just as bad as it sounds. Like, it's horrible. Like the CGI, the everything about it was bad. They used a cutscene. There's a scene where Goku shoots a ki blast, and then he does it one way, and then Piccolo dodges, and then he does it the other way. But it's just the same scene flipped. Like, they flipped the scene, and I was like, they didn't do this. They literally just did this. Like, this movie doesn't care. It doesn't care. I think they gave up from the jump. When the movie started, it's like, we're gonna make this cash grab, 20th Century Fox. It's horrible. Anyway, the ending, Goku beats Piccolo with a Kamehameha wave, and he does this. I don't get this in the last Airbender doing the whole extra moves to do a finisher. Just Goku does a Kamehameha wave like this. Just let it be that. He shoots and jumps into the sky and pretty much destroys Piccolo. Like, shoots him dead, I think. We don't really know. Piccolo is just on the ground. Dead. I just remember, I didn't finish the ending credits. There's a deleted scene where Piccolo wakes up in the end of the movie. I forgot about this. They thought they were going to have a sequel. Oh my gosh. They thought they was going to have a sequel. It never's going to come to light. Also, Bulma and Yamcha defeats the lady with no name. Because she doesn't have a name in this movie. Never given one. Bulma tried to fight her herself, shooting bullets and missing, just piss poorly missing. Like, it's like Stormtrooper missing. It is bad. Bad. She's like 5 feet away from her. And she's missing horribly. The lady's just standing there. Anyway, Yamcha shoots her in the back. They beat the lady with no name. They use the Dragon Balls to wish Master Roshi back, and then Goku goes to fight Chi-Chi in the movie because they're going to train to settle their beef because they're going to be dating each other now because, you know, that's how love works. And this movie is it. This is a piss poor movie. It is god awful. Oh, it's god awful. This is a horror movie. This is a horrible movie. I gotta go down the list of actors now and actresses. Justin Chadwick is Goku. His line delivery is god awful. It's nothing. Here's a line. Here's a say the script give him. He's like, I gotta cheat to win because I can't do this myself. Okay, dude, what are you trying to tell everybody? And then the movie where Piccolo's like, how were you able to overcome the Ozaru? And Goku goes, rule number one, there is no rules. What? I was fighting Goku. I was like, what does that have to do with anything? It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. Justin Chadwick, I'm sorry, bro. You got put with some horrible script, and your line delivery was god awful. Your director set you up to fail. Yeah, that's what it is. Chow Yun-fat, who played Master Roshi, he tried. He had to be over top and comical because I think he realized this movie was a joke from the start, so he had to be over top and comical to just. It was bad. Emily Rosen as Bulma, she had bad delivery too. Like, there's a scene where her and Yanja supposed to be a thing, and they like bouncing off each other and what their goals and dreams are, and they put together some kissing moment. They don't have it, and I'm just like, I don't care. Like, her line delivery is bad. Jamie Chung as Chi-Chi. When she was on screen, I actually enjoyed her on the screen. She brought a little life to the movie, but her line could be saved by the directing and everything to the writing of this movie. And then Justin Master, who plays Lord Piccolo, is in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, if I remember right, he is the blonde guy. This is blonde vampire. If I remember him in Buffy and Angel, yeah, he's Spike. I do remember that. He didn't have much of this movie. He's a good actor, and this movie got wasted. Him and Chow Yun-fat are good actors, and they wasted this movie on them. And then June Park, who played Yamcha, my God, he is the worst. The worst line delivery, the worst acting.
Peace and right. I just tried my neck.
It is by far probably one of the worst acting I've seen in a movie. That's like, he tried to give energy to it, but it was just the line delivery of his, the over the top. And I think he also was in on the joke with Chow Yun-fat that we're just gonna be stupid in this movie because this movie is piss poor awful. And then the lady with no name, who I call her lady with no name, but it's Mai, who is played by Eriko Tamura. She didn't have any line delivery. Like, she was just the mediocre bad guy. That's like, oh, she's cute, but she's the bad guy. Nothing else. Why she worked with Piccolo? I don't know. The movie didn't tell us. She just joins him. Sure. Okay. Why was she got the Dragon Ball? I don't know. It just happens. Why is this movie happening? I don't know. Maybe we'll get a cash grab. This movie's got awful. The music beginning of the movie's horrible, but then the music kind of fits the tone of the movie towards the end, so it wasn't that bad, and it wasn't that, but it's not memorable. Stuff that happens in the movie, the storyline just makes, it's a simple storyline. So it's a, find all the things before the bad thing happens storyline. You get the MacGuffin and gotta go chase things down. It's nothing like it's an average adventure movie. But it's just done so wrong. The cut scenes, the camera angles, the dialogue, the writing, the storyline. It's just horrible. And you can look at this as a Dragon Ball Z fan and you be like, this is a horrible movie too, as a Dragon Ball fan. But the delivery, like, I didn't get attached to any character in this movie. Character development, everything about this movie is horrible. Horrible. It's horrible. It's you know what? I will say this. I think this movie's better than The Last Airbender. I do say that. At least a little more entertaining to watch than The Last Airbender. But this movie's god awful. Is this a Friday night movie? Don't waste your time. Don't watch this movie. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, you want to know how bad it is, watch the reviews. You might find it more entertaining. Just telling you. You might find it more entertaining. Great time. I'm going to grade the Dragon Ball Evolution. I said Last Airbender. I'm going to grade Dragon Ball Evolution a solid F. This movie is piss poor garbage. Hot garbage. Set it on fire. This movie just... I laughed at the wrong stuff because it was just that bad of a movie. It should not make me chuckle. The fight scene should have made me chuckle, but it did. The one cool thing about this movie is Chi-Chi versus Chi-Chi. That's the one cool thing I give props to. And then the, you know, Chi-Chi and Goku, Chi trying to get Goku to get better with the power of boners. But other than that, this movie's horrible. If you've seen Dragon Ball Evolution, what do you think? Please put in the comment section below. I think I'm done with horrible movies for a while. I watched Dragon Ball Evolution, I watched Fanforstic, and you know, I watched The Last Airbender. And I just can't do it anymore. I just can't do it. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Movie Breakdowns. See y'all next time, and keep being awesome. Thank you guys for watching this episode. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend about my series. Tell a friend about Grind Towards Success. Tell a friend about the Movie Breakdown series. If you really like these episodes, I really appreciate it. It means so much to me. It means so much. I can't tell you how much it means. Like it's like I'll be really grateful you just told a friend and share and subscribe to the series. And thank you guys for watching this. Also, if you want to follow my journey outside of YouTube or Facebook, you can go to my Instagram page and you can follow me on my Instagram page at Ali_Zakka. It's right here. Put it right here in my face. That way you're like, where's his face at? Well, it's right behind the Instagram logo. Yeah, but you can follow me on my Instagram page. And also, if you want another episode of Grind Towards Success or Movie Breakdowns, you can watch the episode of Grind Towards Success right here. You can watch the last episode of Movie Breakdowns right there. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. See you guys next time. Keep being awesome.